Here we are for sale now, a 2016 on a 16 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is a 290, which means it's got a 2.9 ton gross vehicle weight. It's got the 2.2 litre TDCi engine with 125 brake horsepower. And this is the long wheelbase double cab limited van. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a custom limited double cab of this age. And there's clearly a few bits and bobs which have been added to this particular example, which we'll talk you through as well. So we'll talk you through the spec. We'll also have a look at the condition, the ownership and the service history as well, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. One thing to mention right at the start of this video, if you've seen this vehicle advertised, there is no VAT on this particular van, so big bonus there indeed. This colour is called Deep Impact Blue. Probably, I would say, if you were to do a survey of transit custom owners, I would say this is probably the most desirable colour that you could get on a transit custom. They don't actually do this colour anymore, which is a shame. It was replaced with chrome blue, which is also very nice, but I think there is definitely an appeal to deep impact blue, which we've got on this van here. Starting at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. What I mean by that are two doors which open in that sort of fashion. On a limited, you get not only colour-coded bumpers, but colour-coded mirrors, colour-coded door handles, and also the trims down the side of the van just there. In that colour-coded rear bumper, you get nicely integrated rear parking sensors there. You also get front parking sensors as well. And in terms of condition here at the rear doors, it's all looking in very presentable condition indeed. There is a slight little mark just here on the close of the two doors, probably where someone has I say caught something in the door, something along those lines, but that's being quite critical, as you can see there. And you're looking at the reflections, it's looking very clean and tidy indeed. If we open up the rear barn doors, we can then start to have a look at the condition here in the back. So when you open up the rear barn doors, you have these yellow arms just here. If you pull on those, they clip into place there against the door, and that allows you then to open the door right out to its 180 degree position like so, and that then gives you maximum accessibility into the rear. We can also then see that this van has been fully ply lined, so this is brand new. We've had this done with our ply lining company. You can do, of course, exactly the same with the other door as well. And of course, it does set the vehicle off very nicely, but it also offers a great amount of protection as well to the load area. So if you've got a cargo in the back of here, whether it was materials or even a push bike, if that's flying around in the back, it's not going to cause damage to your van when it's fully ply lined, as you can see here. In a custom double cab, you get this nice plastic hard wearing floor in the back as standard. You also get the wheel arch protectors as well. You do get a couple of tie down points as well in the back, just dotted around, and you also get then the removable bulkhead there. Now you can see the previous owner of this particular vehicle has cut out a space there and a little space just there, which is quite a popular thing to do because it allows you then to load right the way through underneath the rear seats. You've also got the LED load lighting in the back of here. That would have been an optional extra from the factory, and does make a big difference when the light becomes less. But as I say, looking in the back here, looks in fantastic condition all around, it must be said. If we shut the rear barn doors, we can then continue around the rest of the vehicle here. Also, while we're at the back, we've got the rear spoiler. That's the first thing to note which has been added to this particular vehicle, and that is a colour-coded rear spoiler. Moving then down the driver's side here, and again, using those reflections where available, you can use the reflection of that other Transit Custom, long wheelbase Transit Custom in the background. You can just have a look there for any dings or dents or marks, anything at all that we can see. I must say it is looking very, very nice indeed. There's a very small crease here at the rear of the driver's door, but that is, again, very minor. And then possibly the most controversial thing that's been added to this particular vehicle, and that is the 18-inch Wolf Race alloy wheels, which wouldn't usually be controversial, but on this particular vehicle they are in white. I understand that's not going to be to everyone's taste, but I think there is definitely an element of Ford Motorsport harking back here with the blue and the white wheels. Any touring car fans, I think, will be picturing a blue Mondeo with white wheels. I think it does, there's definitely a certain appeal to that. That's not to say that these wheels have got to remain white. That being said, they can be sprayed in whichever colour you like. But I'm sure, as I say, there is an appeal to those as well. Chrome sidebars, which have also been added, and I think overall that really does add to a very, very smart look to this particular vehicle. Twin glazed side loading doors on a double cab. So if we open up the driver's side loading door here, then we can then start to have a look at the condition in the back of the vehicle. So as I say, you've got this bulkhead there, which gives you that separation between the cab and the load area. Of course, that can be removed if you want to. But looking here at the step, that's all in really good order. And then the rear seats, you can see we've got ISOFIX compatibility here with the rear seats, and the seats themselves are all in lovely condition as well, it must be said. Same goes with the back of the front seats. Again, these can have a tendency of people sort of kicking up against them and things like that, but it doesn't appear to be any issues here at all. Carpet throughout in the front, which again just gives it much more of a car-like feel. I'd say overall condition is looking really, really good indeed. If we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look at the spec and condition inside the cab. Now, fantastic spec on a limited as standard. So as I say, we'll talk you through that here in just a sec. So looking at the step there, all in good order, no excessive wear there at all. Same goes with the driver's door card. On top of the driver's door, we have electric windows. We have electric folding mirrors, and that is how those are activated there, by operating that dial like so. We've got auto-activated lights. We've also got our auto-activated wipers as well. 2 full remote keys with this particular vehicle. Full leather multi-functioning steering wheel. So you've got controls here on the top which control the onboard computer, which is in the middle, and also the one up on the top up there as well. Just down to the right hand side, you've got radio controls here for the volume. You can also answer and hang up the phone there. And then on the left hand side, you've got your cruise control settings just there. If we look at the driver's seat, we've got a driver's armrest, which is on a ratchet, so you can set that to your desired height. And plenty of adjustability down here. So you've got height adjustability. This is height adjustability of the front of the seat, so you can control the height of just the front there, and of course backrest adjustability there as well. There is a button just down to the side here, if I show you that, on the just left centre of your screen, and that is the heated seat button. So you've got a heated driver seat, you've also got a heated passenger seat as well, which is operated on a different button. Looking down here underneath the handbrake, this one has also got another optional extra, which is the 3-pin socket, which is just down there. So very nice to see that indeed. Can come in handy on those camping trips, which is always nice to see. Up on top of the dashboard then, little sort of secret compartment there, pulling the handle there, and you've got a USB, AUX and a 12-volt socket up there on top. A little bit of wear to the gear knob, very standard to see, certainly on a vehicle of this age and mileage. We see that a lot on Transit Customs. 6-speed manual gearbox to go along with that 125 brake horsepower engine. If we look at the odometer there, 70,118 miles, and you can see it's all running correctly there, it's all idling as it should be. We've also got a heated windscreen as well, and if we look up here on the screen in the middle, you can see that you've got the full parking sensor display there, and if you look in the very top left of that little screen, you'll see where it says DAB1, and that means you've actually got DAB radio in this van as well. Just down here you've got air conditioning, a crucial bit of spec on the Limited, and a 12-volt socket there also. And then finally, the nice little flip down work tray, a couple of cup holders, and also somewhere to store some paperwork as well. Lovely condition throughout, it must be said. And so if we move this mat just here, you can see we've got the nice carpet over mats to protect the floor, looking very, very smart indeed. Moving then around to the front of the vehicle, you can also see then that we've got the front splitter and the actual lower lip as well on this particular model has been added. There are some stone chips to that front splitter. It's kind of unavoidable with these front splitters, to see that a lot, and there are some stone chips there. Front parking sensors as well, and also the front fog lights. In terms of the rest of the front of the vehicle, looking very clean and smart indeed. And then looking down the passenger side there, And again, looking in those reflections where available, it must be said that is looking super clean and straight. I think that is a great looking van. I think combined with the colour, I say the wheels, they are growing on me, it must be said. 18-inch Wolf-Rayet alloys, a great set of alloy wheels. Full body styling. I think it does look very smart indeed. We'll open up the double cab door from the other side. Again, just give you an idea of the condition there. It's in lovely condition, this van. You can just see those seats. Say ISOFIX compatibility on those seats as well. If we open up the passenger door then, we've actually got some lovely service history I want to show you here as well. Looking inside there, we've got the passenger door card in good order, same with the passenger step. We'll move this sheet out the way. And again, you can see on the nice carpet throughout the front of the vehicle as well. I say no VAT on this particular van, which is so hard to find. And then not only is it no VAT and it's got this lovely spec and condition, but we've also got a brilliant service history with this particular van. So we have a service back here which is in March 2018, which I believe is when the last owner acquired the vehicle. That's at 35,000 miles. And then we've got 3 further services then, 2 of which are with Ford main dealers, and then the most recent one then, which is on the 10th of September 21, at 64,915 miles, so a very recent service there. And there is also a host of bills here, so this is the most recent MOT, so until, you can see the expiry there, until the 12th of August 22, no advisories listed there. And then we've got bills then for that previous Ford service there. So you can see this is all the filters and everything which have been done. And there's also a bill in here which I'd like to show you, which is just here. And that is for front pads, rear pads, front discs and rear discs. So brakes all round, and that was done in June of 21. So as a fantastic service history, always nice to see that it's accompanied with a stack of bills as well and a stamped service book. While we're just on this side, we've also got that heated seat button, which is just there for the passenger seat. You have got storage there as well underneath the passenger seat. So just to summarize at the end of this video, it's 2 owners from new. Ford Transit Custom. It's the 290 Limited long wheelbase double cab with the 2.2 litre TDCi engine with 125 brake horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox, finished in that fantastic metallic deep impact blue. Body styling to the front and rear, sidebars, 18-inch white Wolf-Rayet alloy wheels, brand new ply lining in the back, fantastic service history, and no VAT to pay. 2 keys. And of course, like all of our vehicles, even though it's just recently been serviced, it will be going through our workshop as well before it leaves us. If you'd like to inquire, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. Thank you very much for watching.